What's up, party animals? Manny Lore here with another Study Minute presented by Fantasy Cruncher. As always, I got 3 topics for you. First, the big winner on DK, not AWESEMO, it's Youdacao. Haven't said his name in a while. Had a monster night on Draftkings, almost swept everything. Got a couple second places. I'll have the tally for you coming up. Topic number 2, a few of you send in messages. That's how I give better tips. This one refers to minimum ownership and setting it as high as possible. That's wrong. You're obviously going to get all the chalk in the world in every type of lineup, whether it's chalky, contrarian, somewhere in the middle. All those guys are going to skew your ownership, and that's the wrong way to do it. I'll tell you why. Topic number 3, Showdown of the week. Today, the early Cubs game. Don't miss it. It's 10K to first. I'll look at that tournament. All that and more on the Study Minute, baby. Let's go. Youdacao smashes yesterday. He destroyed Draftkings. Any tournament you look at, he's in there. He was either first, second, in the top 5 in the really, really big tournaments with a lot of entries. But for the most part, yeah, it was his night. Amassing over 100K. We'll get to the lineups now, but hadn't said his name for a while. Not because he was doing bad. The guy's a phenomenal player. I think he's been having a pretty decent MLB season. So I'm not gonna sit here wondering if he did or not. Anyway, let's get to it. He was on fire, and let me pull it up for you. Give me a second. He was nothing short of fantastic yesterday. There you go. Youdacao, unreal what he was able to do. First and second in the 50K to first 18th hole special. Yeah, skill game. 50K and 15K to second. That's 65 there. By the way, he did play Kyle Gibson as his SP2 and not Syndergaard in that first lineup. Both of them the same. I guess he just ran a couple lineups up there the same. I don't know if he had to global swap because of the Yankees shenanigans or whatever, but the same lineup took down first and second. Won by exactly 1 point over Wakey Wakey. A couple ties in that top 10. But anyway, he took that down. Going to the 7th inning stretch, which was 15K to first, he placed second. And that gave him 10K. He also placed second in the Fence Buster, which paid out $30,000. And then in one of the last tournaments, I guess one of the smaller ones, he placed 4th. All in all, $105,000 in the biggest tournaments. Pretty sure he has a lot more in winnings because his volume is always through the roof. One of the highest volume players on the site. He destroyed. It was a huge 6-figure day for Youdacao. So congratulations to him. For the most part, Sharks did pretty well. They did actually very well. Most of the guys were up there. Wakey Wakey had a pretty good night. Cheese is Good has been having a decent 2 or 3 nights in a row here. And for the most part, those guys did well on both sides. You saw that on both sides. They did very well on Fanduel as well. No one had a huge night on Fanduel. But the Sharks, for the most part, did. And that's how our Thursday went. On to Friday we go. Youdacao, congratulations. Topic number 2, you guys send in tips. I mentioned in the intro, you guys send in some I wouldn't say tips, but you guys try to find out some stuff. Ask me for advice. Not that I'm a know-it-all either, right? I just study and I just relay what I study and what I find, right? And some of you have been messing with the ownership and minimum ownership, to be exact. I don't know what got you guys to set it all the way high to the point where it can't go any higher and it'll stop producing lineups. So I'm going to show you exactly what setting minimum ownership at its highest does. And for the sake of this example, I've already pre-done it. I've set a minimum ownership of 150 on this random slate. This is the 16th. And I'm going to just start crunching a bunch of lineups. All this does is it's going to skew your exposure, right? To where Brandon Woodruff and Jack Flaherty, in this case, are your highest owned pitchers, but they're an exaggerated amount, right? 95% and 90%. Not just that, your hitters, Story and Arenado, are at 75% and 70% respectively. You would never want an MLB hitter, not even in Coors, to be 75% owned. And it's just going to play around. What happens is even your lowest owned stacks need to fulfill the requirement that you've set, which is so high that it only can use the highest owned players, i.e. Arenado and Story, which were both on this slate 26 and 25% respectively as well. So that's not the right move. You're going to have some wacky ownerships or wacky exposures, and then When chalk does go ham, again, you're holding hands way too much in this scenario to separate yourself from the field and give you a chance to get to the top of the leaderboard. So no, I don't know where you guys got that from, or the few of you. I'm not going to say you guys, period, but a couple of you that messaged me mentioning the highest possible minimum ownership. That way you can get all the chalky fillers and kind of just play contrarian stacks. Nice try, but you're kind of skewing everything and taking ownership is being a precedent over projections at that point, and that's not really what you'd like. At least I don't know what you guys are trying to do, but that's not what I would like. So no, that's not how I do it. I don't recommend you guys to do it that way either. Topic number 3, this one's flying by. Showdown of the week. I didn't even know DraftKings did these. This is so random, but they do. The Cubs game, if we go to the lobby, the Cubs game is the showdown of the week. 147 max. Yeah, we can't do 150 because of 3 entries that you have to save are against the law or something. I have no idea. Anyway, this is 10K to first. Pretty nice. 20% to first. I guess that's okay, right? 5K, 2.5, 1.5, and 1,000 round out the top 5. I think it's a little bit too much for a showdown, but I think in MLB you can get away with not tying, right? As long as it's not the pitchers who are the best captains, I think there shouldn't be that many ties here. And you know, on the game that this is, the Cubbies, yeah, a couple home runs. If someone double dongs, there you go, and you probably won't have ties there. So if I had to give a recommendation, this isn't what it is. I was just going over the tournament. Don't play the pitchers, man. Even though they win often or they're the safest or whatever, you're just trying to cash. If you're trying to cash, go play cash games. I say it all the time. Play Chris Bryant, hope he double dongs. Play Baez, hope he double dongs. Play whoever, hope they double dong. And if you want to be full YOLO, make 147 lineups of a Baez or Chris Bryant captain. And if they do happen to be the best captain, 100% you'll have the best lineup. There's just no way. You'll have it. Guaranteed you'll have it. Good luck in that one. Seems like a pretty good showdown of the week. Good job, DraftKings. Thank you guys for listening as always. Sorry that I've been missing in action a little bit, man. I came down with I don't know, something sat wrong in my stomach. I don't know if it was food poisoning or what, but was throwing up a couple days. The next day I was just dead. My brain was fried. I guess I wasn't hydrated enough. I've been drinking as many liquids as I can to be back on track. We will have a Friday stream to close out the week, and then Sirius on the weekend. But yeah, I'm back. Sorry for taking those 2 days off. I feel great, and if I feel great, that means I'll probably feel great on Monday and do this all over again. Thank you guys for watching.